What happens when one of the world's most advanced fighter jets receives a power upgrade from one of the greatest engine manufacturers on the planet? When Sweden's Gripen E, already known as the world's smartest and most cost-efficient 4.5 generation fighter, suddenly gets an engine solution that boosts power, cuts costs, and threatens America's multi-billion-dollar F-35 sales across the globe?
Dark notice. The unseen exposed.
The Gripen E was never supposed to be a major threat to U.S. air power dominance, yet it quietly became one of the Pentagon's biggest headaches. Long before any Rolls-Royce engine upgrades, the Gripen E already challenged the American defense model by offering something the U.S. couldn't: high-end capability at a low-end cost. It can take off from short roads, operate with minimal support, and turn around in minutes using just a handful of technicians. For smaller nations, that means independence. No billion-dollar hangars, no dependency. Its advanced sensors, electronic warfare suite, and network-centric design let it see first, shoot first, and often outperform larger and more expensive jets. The Gripen E proved a nation doesn't need the F-35 to achieve top-tier air power. Then came Rolls-Royce, the same company powering the Eurofighter Typhoon, Britain's nuclear submarines, and some of the most reliable turbines on Earth. Sweden needed an engine solution with more thrust, stronger heat management, lower infrared signature, and greater fuel efficiency. Rolls-Royce delivered exactly that. Their upgrades boosted engine durability, lifespan, cooling performance, and fuel efficiency, directly improving stealth, agility, and long-range endurance. The Pentagon was not expecting this. The Rolls-Royce enhancements don't just upgrade the Gripen E, they elevate it into a new class of fighter. Thrust, cooling, and heat signature improvements give the jet sharper acceleration, longer endurance, and a stealthier profile, all while keeping its famously low operating cost intact. The Gripen E just became far more dangerous.
The Pentagon wasn't just surprised, it was technically shocked. These improvements weren't small tweaks, they fundamentally changed the aircraft's performance profile. The upgraded engine brings higher thrust, faster acceleration, better climb rates, and more energy in dogfights. Enhanced cooling sharply reduces the jet's infrared signature, making it harder for modern heat-seeking missiles to track. And when combined with Sweden's Aerosis electronic warfare suite, the Gripen E becomes even harder to detect, jam, or lock onto. The Gripen E now operates with the efficiency of a fourth-generation fighter, the survivability of a fifth-generation jet, and at a cost the U.S. simply cannot match. That's the combination the Pentagon never wanted to see. The Gripen E's new engine upgrades don't just improve one aircraft, they disrupt the global balance of air power. As performance, efficiency, and survivability jump forward, nations that once relied on U.S. jets suddenly have a credible, affordable, high-end alternative that Washington can't control. Inside NATO, smaller nations could field advanced Gripen E fleets without being financially crushed, balancing power and reducing U.S. dependence. Outside NATO, countries like India, Brazil, the Philippines, and Colombia can now access modern fighters without U.S. political strings. This shift weakens America's long-held monopoly over advanced air power. The Gripen E doesn't just challenge a jet, it challenges an entire system of U.S. defense influence worldwide. So what happens when a lightweight, agile, brutally efficient Swedish fighter is powered by one of the most advanced engines on Earth? You get a jet that beats fourth gens, challenges fifth gens, costs a fraction of the F-35, and isn't controlled by Washington. That's why the Pentagon is worried. That's why the F-35 program feels threatened. And that's how Rolls-Royce just turned the Gripen E into America's worst nightmare.